Three types of recruitment that procurement heads offer are we will work on a contingent basis, we will work on an exclusive basis, and we will also work on a retained basis. Now, the differences between those, contingent is a multiple agent, fast service, competitive environment, probably just looking at sending across available candidates. Exclusive is sole agency with an extended period of exclusivity, and it's a payment on completion once the person accepts contract or starts, depending on the terms. And then the retained search is where an organisation is paying for our time to do a real deep dive approach to the process, work in partnership with the client, understand their real needs and issues, and being able to identify the prime talent and attract that prime talent to be able to shortlist and provide a full recruitment service for the client. We would always look at providing our expertise. All right, that's what we do. We're a recruitment organisation, and we want to be working as a professional service, and that, well, with the territory that goes with that, you're looking at providing advice and giving market intelligence and giving clients information about what's happening, what types of candidates there are available. You know, we're invested in the employment market in general, so we'll know data from the national statistics that are available, and we do research and we understand what's happening in the marketplace. You know, we're a professional outfit, and that's what we want to provide. However, you get a slightly different level of service in the ways that we work. And if you want to work as a partner with us, we reward that, and we allow, you know, our pricing structure goes from high to low from a contingent to a retained basis. So you would expect a good level of service. From a retained basis, you would be looking at constant updates, shortlisting meetings. We would be on site. We could even attend those meetings for you. We can provide you with interview materials, interview coaching as a client. We will provide psychometric testing for all the candidates. There are so many things that we can provide, but obviously there needs to be that willingness and that initial investment of both time to the relationship and financial commitment. So the marketplace at the moment is challenging. There are less available candidates where we would see suitable candidates within the available candidates pot. You know, we're in a market where employment rates are really high and unemployment is really low, and that affects us within a procurement and supply chain space as well. And so the reason we would always advise clients to go down the retained route, particularly within the industrial space, is firstly, the industrial space is less attractive in general. For particularly procurement people. Supply chain people, maybe not so much, because there's probably a bit more supply chain within that industrial space, but for procurement, certainly, because a lot of it is, a lot of organisations need people to be relatively available on site, have some presenteeism in the office, work with their colleagues closely in a face-to-face fashion, and a lot of candidates actually want to have that hybrid model, want to be able to work from home. So at the moment it is a challenge. So the reason we would say that we would look at a retained model is probably because we can attract candidates in a bit of a more exclusive basis. If we're selling a retained opportunity to a candidate, it tells them the client is serious about their recruitment, they're serious about their staff and serious enough to invest in the process to get the right people into the organisation, and also that it's an exclusive opportunity only through one agent, and therefore engagement is higher. So they're the main reasons that we would always ask or expect that a client should really be looking at a retained process. I think at the moment, high demands, we're seeing defence markets very, very buoyant at the moment. There has been an increase in spending within that. I think the onset of the Ukraine war has contributed to that, and that has been there's been a real push within organisations in that space. The energy market as well is also really, really buoyant. There was a little bit of trepidation towards the beginning of the year with a lot of energy businesses suffering. And actually, there's a lot of energy companies whose reputation past that stage has come out unfavourably, where it hasn't really been their fault. It hasn't been something that they've done that's caused this to happen specifically, particularly with home providers of energy. That it's a consequence of the market that they've suffered, and that their reputation is probably being tarnished because they're trying to pass on the best service they can possibly pass on, much like we're trying to do that within what we do within recruitment.